This is Skilling's Mining Review, your social media community.
Market analyst Roskill has published a report stating that China's rising control of the Democratic Republic of the Congo's copper and cobalt resources may pose a challenge to Western market participants. The threats are linked to supply protection, as increasingly close relations between the two countries could pose problems for those in the West who want to set up localized battery supply chains that are self-contained. China announced in early January that it would cancel $28 million worth of loans to the DRC and provide $17 million in other financial support to the DRC. Back in early January, China announced that it would cancel an estimated $28 million in DRC loans due to be repaid by the end of 2020 and provide $17 million in additional financial assistance to help the nation resolve the health crisis triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic. The two countries have signed an MoU on the Belt and Road Initiative cooperation during a tour of China's Foreign Minister, Wang Yi, with the DRC now becoming China's 45th partner in Africa for the Belt and Road Initiative. Also known as the New Silk Road, the project consists of a network of railways, pipelines, highways and ports that would stretch to Pakistan, India and Southeast Asia west via the former Soviet republics and south. China's decision to write off DRC debts and welcome the country as a new partner to the Belt and Road Initiative is likely to further boost cooperation between the two countries and encourage more Chinese miners, such as China Molybdenum, to make new investments in the Congolese copper and cobalt industry, increasing their ownership of local mines, reads the Roskill paper. According to 2019 data released by the U.S. Geological Survey, the DRC hosts over 51% of the global cobalt reserves. Roskill reports that the Central African country produced about 90 kt of cobalt in various intermediates in 2020, representing almost 70% of the total output of cobalt feedstock worldwide. Prior to the recent announcement, as a result of decades of investment and development in the region, over 40% of the cobalt mining capacity in the DRC was already owned by Chinese companies, with many resourceful infrastructure deals having been signed and implemented since the 1990s. China plays an even more dominant role on the cobalt refining side, particularly for the production of chemicals suitable for battery applications, with its production of cobalt sulfate and oxides accounting for around 80% of global production in 2020, the report reads. It is a successful first phase to lock in feedstock with long-term agreements, Roskill says. In addition, alternate feeds, such as recycling, should be used and resources established elsewhere.